Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome back to more Frostpunk in the Scar for our extreme difficulty endless run in the Rifts. Okay, the next great storm is on the way. Temperature is going to drop rather precipitously, and it's going to be very difficult for me to actually gather up enough coal to last throughout the season. We are also struggling a little bit with food rations, and that's obviously going to become a rather huge problem. We can try to eke out a little bit more raw food in the day here if I were to go to, let's say, pull off the 3 people who are currently sick. And then let's say I pulled off 3 people who I know are healthy, like these ones right here. 1, 2, 3. I should be able to just assign the workers here, and yes, indeed, they are all healthy, which gets me a teensy bit of extra food per hour. Whoop-de-frickin-do. One problem is, as I think about it, once we drop 2 more temperature levels, I don't think the hothouse is going to work. So all this effort we went to with the steam hubs and stuff is not going to end up being enough. The field kitchens aren't going to be enough. We are in a lot of trouble. Straight up, we are in a lot of trouble. I'm going to keep this stuff working as long as we can to get a little bit of extra food before the storm hits, but we're going to have to stop here pretty soon. We got a lot of people who are currently sick as well. I'm thinking we may want to pull back on some of the research or anything. We have to burn this discontent down before the storm hits. Otherwise, we are going to lose the game. And obviously, that's not great. Hey, some scouts arrived with some much-needed food. Thank you. We are going to be making some more soup out of that. I could have you increase your working hours, but I don't see a lot of benefit in that. There's nothing else we can do out here. These guys arrived just in time. One problem is I am full on lumber, so we need to quickly get rid of some of that. We'll just go ahead and build a couple of nonsense medical posts out over here just so we can save ourselves a little bit of a bank of wood. There we go. And let's just go ahead and pause all this because obviously we do not want people actually building them. That would be rather disastrous in the cold storm, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. There is a fast way of toggling between buildings, but I'm not too sure what it is. I've never really had to mess with it. What's this? A breath of hope. Oh, good. People have started leaving charms and beads. Nothing comes out of that, so good. I'm happy for you, I guess. That's great. Good for you. Have fun. All right. Still kind of breaking even on some of the coal right now. Not doing absolutely great over here. We could throw the extra workers over here, but it doesn't matter until we can heal everybody up. Now, having the infirmary certainly does help. But beyond that, I don't know. We need to go ahead and start reducing the extended hours and try to get this discontent down, because if we don't do so ahead of time, we're just dead. We just lose. So let me think. Where else do we have jobs where people might be working extra hours? Well, I need the hothouses because we need food. I'm okay with the cookhouse being where it is right now. Since we already are gathering up more coal than I'm able to currently gather or store, let's go ahead and reduce the hours here. That almost is enough. Am I missing like one thing? All right, here's what I can do. I can temporarily doink, hope rises, and then turn it right back on. It actually didn't actually turn off. Okay, so we dealt with the discontent issue. Good. It's a little gamey, isn't it? But hey, whatever works. We'll work with that. All right, food rations. Less than a day. People will definitely be hungry by the end of all this, but what can I do? I am not sure if we are going to be able to gather up our food. The hunters are going out. They'll try to get out there and get some food by tonight, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do it in time. They might. Let's go ahead and disband over here because we know we don't need that. I'm going to try to save some coal wherever possible. People are currently leaving all their occupations over here and on their way this way. That's good. Let's see. The cookhouse, we don't need people working over here anymore unless we want to increase hours. I will temporarily increase hours just trying to get some more rations set up, but it looks like that's not working. All right, we're going to have some raw food, and apparently we did not cook it in time. That's just going to have to be what it is. Let's turn this off then. Okay. So we'll have some raw food. As long as no one starves, I think we're okay. We got enough food to last through the day. Down over here, the gathering posts, you're okay where you are. Just go ahead and assign another worker or something like that over there, and assign some people over here to gather up some coal when the time comes. Okay. Well, is there anything else we really can do at this point? I mean, one thing I should do is right now just temporarily turn off all of the heaters. Right, so this all gets really cold for a bit. Hothouses, no one's working these right now. And they're not going to work. I know that they're not going to work, so let's go ahead and save some coal here. I have to leave the hub on because this is where people live. The infirmary needs to be on. We could turn this on, but we will in a bit. Don't need this because I'm not going to have anybody working in this workshop because it is, strangely enough, just outside the zone. I thought this was in range, but I am very wrong on that point. We're going to pull the workers off of these sawmills because I don't want them working in frigid conditions I can't heat. Unless I want to build a steam hub out here, but I don't have enough coal to justify that. And, I might keep people over here in the workshops. I don't really know. It depends on how I feel about the coal. Alright, people getting sick, because, you know, we're getting through the night. That's going to happen. One problem with the overdrive is we're going to need this for the entire 2 days, but it doesn't last for 2 days. So, we're going to have at least one wave of very, very sick people when the storm hits. Don't see a way around that. We're just going to have to treat them as quickly as we can and pray that that is enough. Actually, you know what? Just to help me get through the storm, what if we actually did just go ahead and build out a couple more medical posts? I'm going to have some spare engineers. Let's just be able to treat people as aggressively as possible if we need to. Okay? Alright, temperature is now going down. Time to turn all this on. I would like to get a couple people working in the field kitchen, because that does help. We can turn all of this on. Don't know if we need heat in the field kitchen. They have a lot of, insulation, so it may not matter too much. Alright, so everyone should be getting out here. Temperature is rising up, so now we're in chilly range. Thank you, field kitchen. This is actually completely manageable. As far as our adaptation, what do we want? Well, a care house wouldn't be a bad idea, because we likely are going to get some gravely ill out of this storm. Hopefully no amputees, but it might happen. Let's go ahead and turn this up a little bit as well. Houses are cold, and right now we can't actually treat everybody because we don't have enough heat in our medical posts. Okay. We can pull back some engineers over here and do this. And what I'm going to have to do is at least temporarily turn on the overdrive just so we can treat the 52 people and try to deal with the sickness, head it off as quickly as we can. So here comes the overdrive. This should change the temperature situation quite a bit. If we can at least get this on. Well, okay, apparently this medical post is still so cold it's not going to work. Never mind. We can't even do any research because I don't have enough steel to do any research when the time comes. That's going to be unfortunate, but here we go. Heat in the infirmary. Oh, right, we need to turn on the steam hub. Let's turn this one on. There we go. The infirmary will be running now. Okay, so with all of this up and running... Yeah, this was barely out of range. Barely out of range. With all this, though, we have as much medical capacity as I can hope for. So that's good. Temperature over here is looking kind of okay as long as the overdrive stays on, and we can keep treating people as long as the overdrive stays on. I do need to save a bit of coal in these workshops. Anywhere I can save more coal. No, I've only got the bare minimum on at this point, except for perhaps right over here in the gathering posts. And as it stands, that's only going to be about 17 hours worth of coal. You guys really need to gather a lot faster than this. Okay, what do the coal piles look like? We actually are gathering up faster than I know what to do with. We have to turn on some extended hours again in the coal thumper just to try and get this up and running. We've got to generate the coal in order to be able to gather it up first. We are gaining a bit. We are gaining a bit. It's doing it okay-ish. Some engineers apparently are sick. All of them are sick. No, that's just patients. Workers? Yeah, 3 of them are. 1, 2, 3. Let's pull off engineers here, reassign here, just so we have more efficiency. Okay. So we're treating 42 right now, which is pretty good, and the infirmary should be getting them out pretty quick. So, yeah. Okay, so right now we have enough coal. I really wish we had a little bit more storage for our coal. Just a little bit more to guarantee that we can survive this. What we're doing is we're just gathering up enough coal to stay capped out so we can survive through nights. That's all we're doing. And we're making it through the first night kind of okay here. Like, this is not too bad. We're getting into free time. I want people to survive the night, no problem, and then we're going to have to go ahead and turn off that overdrive, at least temporarily. What's going on here? 4 people are freezing. Where and why? Unable to work. Select. Up over here. Oh, I'm sorry. The worker... Okay, yep. Pull the workers off of the hunter's hut. They weren't able to deliver any more food. That's all we're getting. Right, and we are, by the way, completely out of field rations. That's a thing. Hopefully nobody's starving, but so far we're kind of making it. We're actually doing really okay on health. So this is great. This is good. Discontent rises, but we're not quite at ultimatum territory, so we're all right. If we can survive the first night, I feel like we're going to be in an okay-ish spot. Or the first storm, I mean to say, not the first night. If we can survive the first storm, I'm going to feel a lot better. Now, we are going to have some problems where I have to turn off the overdrive right about now. And that means that people are, of course, going to be very cold, and we're not going to be treating people. People are furious. Yep. In a couple of days, that will solve itself, though. The temperature is going to rise. I just have to keep you guys alive very briefly while I try to get this generator running. The good news is, even with this, the infirmary actually is working. Between the heater and the hub, that's enough. So that actually means we are still making some good progress. Some. Not a ton. I will take what I can get, all right? Okay, somebody did get gravely ill. We knew that could happen. It's really no surprise. Just trying to hold out a little bit longer. I wish this told you how many more hours you can get. Because I want to time this well, you know? A lot of people hungry. Yep. I knew that was going to happen. You know something I'm going to do? Since I know this is going to be a problem later, temporarily, let's go ahead and place down a couple of hunters' huts. People might as well build them. They got nothing else to do. We can use the wood. And then once the storm passes, I'm going to send a lot of people to get food, at least to get us back on our feet. Because we got our entire population getting hungry right now. Let's go ahead and turn on that overdrive. I think we can last a little bit longer. Discontent falls once again, thanks to the temperature increase. Okay. How are we looking over here? Pretty good. I think we can actually turn all this off. How are we doing on coal? We're actually fine on coal, thank God. All right. We got a new law. Prosthetics. This is something we're going to need. It's not useful until I get more steam cores, though. I'm going to go ahead and research the public house. We'll have to build one of these. I'm not going to be able to for a while, but it would be nice to be able to do that. I actually have to be careful that I don't run out of time to build this care house, or we're going to lose hope. Okay, so over here, let's go ahead and turn off these long hours. I want to make sure that everyone is indeed going home before I turn off the heat, which is right now. So let's go ahead and salvage what coal we can. Turn this all down for a bit. Everything else here is just going to have to be okay. Let's keep an eye on this generator and just nurse it through the night. That's all we're trying to do, is just nurse it through the night. Can we actually turn people on to go and get some? Nah, it's still too cold because of the storm. All right, I didn't think you could. I didn't think you could. Would have been nice. But no, even with heat, that's not the issue. It's that the freezing cold outside is preventing anyone from going anywhere. Yes, yes, generator stress levels are critical. I'm watching it, I'm watching it, I'm watching it, and we gotta turn it off. But we just have to last a couple of hours. That's 50 sick people that need to get treated quick. And let's turn it back on. And let's turn it off. Okay. Temperature is now rising. Congratulations to me. We were able to survive the first great storm. Rough, but all in all, could have been a heck of a lot worse. Let's go ahead and start making some soup. I hear you guys like soup. Is that true? Wait, the children were still working here? I thought I took them all off the job. I guess I didn't. Oops. Right, well, that's fine. We have some people starving, and we have our first hazard. Okay. This is terrible. Animal migration. The worsening weather has caused the game animals to seek shelter in new places. Until the hunters can find a new habitat in which to hunt, they will be bringing in 90% less food, which means my goal of setting up these hunters' huts is now null and void. We will get practically no food at all. Oh, boy. Right, so after every great storm, there is going to be something called a hazard, and it's randomized what it is going to be. Some of them are extremely crippling. This one is certainly not good. It means we are now completely reliant on our our hothouses in order to get us the rest of the way. I need to take some people out of treatment and get some healthy workers over here. Do we have any healthy kids? That's a good question. Nope, all the kids are the ones who are sick. Children seem to get sick more often. That's why children are useless. Nope, most of these guys are all sick too. Well, that's not great. Alright, so we're not going to be able to generate a ton of food here, but we're trying. A lot of people sick over here too. Basically everybody. Ugh. Okay, well, some people are going to work. We're working on it, though. So, now we need to reconvene and figure out what we want to do. Well, first things first, we need 2 scout teams. The entire overworld map has been reset, so now we need to find some steel. All of the steel. A yellow flag, man-made. I don't know what that is, but we're going to go there. And then we're going to set up another scout team, and you guys are going to go to the stone ship, hoping that stone ship means perhaps some extra steel. Let's go ahead and cancel all of these, as they are no longer relevant. Okay, so we've got our wood capacity back up. Okay, so it's relatively cold here, but we can actually get away with just using, I think, the steam hub, and we'll be fine here. Having people work in the field kitchen's fine. Just go ahead and get that temperature nice and high. We're looking okay in these areas. I don't need the heaters here anymore. I think everyone's doing okay. And we'll try to prevent some sickness. We'll keep the hubs on for now. I think we got enough coal generation, but I want to prevent more people from getting sick. Because as you might have noticed, our system's a little bit overwhelmed at the moment. Just a little overwhelmed. Okay, so this is all looking just fine. Perfect. Okay, so, steel. Need steel. If we can't find steel, what do? Well, if we can't find steel, we are going to have to start scrapping buildings. And I mean a lot of them. A new settlement has been spotted. What? Wait, where is it? Who's this? The Hot Springs? Okay, we know what this is. That means if we get some trading with them set up, we'll be able to get a new source of food. That's huge. That's actually huge. Let's go ahead and turn on some heaters over here and send some workers, whoever's currently available. There's not very many. Mostly we just have kids. Since the workers here aren't particularly useful, let's do the kids here as well and just send some people off in this direction. We'll gather up some wood or something. I don't know. Once we are done treating people, I can pull some engineers off. And these, honestly, can just get scrapped. There was no reason to have them. Waste of resources. Sadly, waste of resources. We are making rations as fast as I can. Hopefully people aren't starving, so they're not wasting my raw food for too much longer. Discontent is surprisingly low, and that's because the temperature has risen quite a bit. We could save some coal and reduce the temperature of our generator, but really, why? We're doing fine on the coal front. That's not the issue. What do I need? Let's think about this. We could pull back on how much coal we are gathering if I could find something else to do. No, we're doing the best we can in most of these spots. The only thing I could do, really, is rearrange some of my workers and find healthy people to send over here. That's kind of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to find 9 healthy workers somewhere. 9 healthy people. Well, there's a bunch of healthy people here. So we're going to pull a bunch off in this area because coal is not as important. And we should be able to find someone healthy over, let's say, here. A child, I guess. How many healthy kids do I have? 1. We will send 1 here. Then we send workers. That's not a huge improvement, but it is something. Take a little bit of extra rations per hour. Sometimes you get a negative hazard that actually makes your hothouses useless, or any steam core building, including infirmaries, useless, and that's obviously not great either. New laws. Well, I would like to get the evening prayers. We can't really afford to do much of anything else, so we're just going to do this. It'll cost some rations, but if I ever need some extra discontent and hope, we'll be able to do it. Care house is going to be gone pretty soon. We still have a ways to go on our scouts, so if we want to build a care house, we have to scrap something. What could I scrap that's worth steel? Answer, the field kitchen. Oh, wow, we're going to have consecutive temperature drops for a while. This is going to get me right back to where we were with our negative great storm. Oh, God. All right, we're going to go ahead and dismantle that. And the reason why is I need to build that or the care house really quick. But yeah, that's, oh boy, that's actually really scary to me. Care house. Could fit it right over here. Could fit it right here, actually. This is even better. Yeah, perfect spot. Let's build a care house. So we'll fulfill our promise. That way we don't cause any new issues. Also, we have a place to put our gravely ill in the event that we do need some, and they'll consume less rations as a result. It's just a good thing to have in general, right? I think so. If we don't get a steel source up and running, I think we die. So, God, we have a couple hours to go. I really hope these scouts find something. Really, really do. Is there literally nothing that I can research right now that only costs wood? This overdrive coupling wouldn't do me much good. Generator efficiency, steam hub. Factories can't research. Resource depot, I don't have any. Gathering posts insulation is good. Sawmill can't do. Coal mining, no, no, no. Bunkhouses. We could do hunter's gear, but it's worthless in these circumstances. We're going to need a lot of insulation, and we're going to need some bunkhouses or something, and I don't have any steel generation, so how? Oh God, we're in so much trouble, it's not even funny. All right, we arrive at the stone ship. We find nothing. We find the lonely light. Yeah, that does me a whole load of good, doesn't it? Oh God, If we don't find steel, we're screwed. I think we may be dead, guys. That's the sinking feeling I've got, despite my best efforts at this point. Because I think the map has screwed us without... There's some steel at the yellow flag. That's something. Without more, what are we going to do? A rich store of food. There's also an empty store hut. 51 will help. This is endless white desert and means nothing. We're going to head back to the Scar with what I've got, just so we can continue doing some much-needed research and other such things. Hopefully the food will be good, too, because we do have people starving. I still can't quite produce enough per day. We are back on top of things as far as people getting sick, so that's good. So we're fine on that front. We can move the engineers elsewhere. What am I going to do with them, though? Well, let's send some folk over here, I suppose. We got a bunch of kids. Gather up some more coal. Build up that stockpile. Sure. The only places I can get steel is if I'm willing to shut down, like, some of these houses of prayer. If I were to get rid of one of these, I would get some steel back. We can go ahead and do one sermon, by the way. We could get rid of some shrines. We could get rid of some steam hubs, but I'm going to need them very soon, so that doesn't do me a lot of good. I really don't have many places I can get steel. That's just wood. How am I going to do this? 15 steel from a steam hub if I can go ahead and take that down. Weirdly enough, if I had reorganized this a little bit different and put a field kitchen in the middle here, we actually wouldn't need this steam hub. People would be okay. I mean, right now, they're doing fine. Yeah, if I need 1530 steel, I could go ahead and do that. Steam hub we might need to keep here, I'm not sure. But there's no housing in those areas, so I could shut down I could get rid of 2 steam hubs temporarily, and that would get me 30 steel. Does the steelworks cost any steel to build initially? No, just wood. Okay. I'm going to want to upgrade that steelworks, by the way. Oh, this only costs wood? Perfect. That's something we can research. Let's work on that. Makes sense. Can't spend the steel to get more steel, can ya? All right. Counting on you guys. Please deliver some good stuff. Here they come with some steel in our food. There we go. We've arrived to the... When you say a lot of food, you mean like practically none, right? Let's go to the snowy hill, see if there's anything over there. We can pop into the hot springs and say hello to a settlement. We're still struggling on food, but we're catching up on that. We're catching up. It's just steel. I would honestly feel like we're in a really good position if it weren't for the lack of steel. I need to get 100 more. And the only way to do that is to find some. We found steel. Lonely Light had coal, steel, and wood. Okay? That's 50 more. Empty Cave, as far as I'm aware, will have nothing. Let's head back. That is now getting into possibly enough steel territory. If I'm willing to tear down enough stuff, we can scrounge up another 42 steel somehow. We can do it. If I have to scrap a coal thumper... No, that doesn't have any. If I have to scrap a gathering post, there we go. I can scrap a couple of these. We'll figure it out. But I can get that. So that's my saving grace. Now we have to hold out long enough for our scouts to get back home so we can build a bridge, get a steelworks, and then we'll be saved. Then somehow we have to survive until the next storm. I mean, it's going to be cold again, guys. There's no way around it. It's going to be cold again. Ugh, shutting down these steam hubs at that time would be very unfortunate, wouldn't it? As far as temperature is concerned, we're so fine here, at least temporarily, that I'm okay with turning down some steam hubs. I'll leave this on. But for the most part, this isn't too bad. Actually, I have to leave this on. I forgot because there's housing. Never mind. I have to have the heaters on here. We're going to need a steam hub over here just to work this. Pretty soon, these sawmills are going to be worthless to me. But we're so fine on healthcare, maybe I don't care. Maybe. Adaptation, anything else I care about? I guess we can go ahead and get the prosthetics law. Moonshine! Never mind, I found it! Oh, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I thought that was under soup. It's under the public house. We can have soup. This is going to solve so much of my discontent issue. That's huge. Which means I can actually go ahead and turn on some longer hours at the workshop now, and longer hours at the hothouse to get some extra rations. I don't have to worry about longer time at the cookhouse. We can work longer hours at the coal thumpers, just to make sure that those piles are up and running, and that'll have to be okay. Oh, good. That makes a big difference, actually. Makes a huge difference. I also need to find some steam cores so I can get more hothouses. We're going to struggle with food for a while just because I can't do these hunters' huts. It's going to be a problem. But we're trying real hard. Temperature has to be on here now. because it dropped enough that the care houses and stuff don't work. Okay, we've arrived at the snowy hill. There is nothing here. We find a drafty? Is that how you spell it? Draughty? Drafty is like with the F and stuff, and that's what I think of, like, you know, actually like lots of wind and stuff. Draughty. I don't know what that word means. Abandoned wreck. That'll have steel. Okay, I was gonna go to the hot springs, but forget that. Hang on. Abandoned wreck will have steel that I need. That's huge. And the advanced steam steelworks is going to be done. Okay. So we need to start tearing things down now. We can tear down a gathering post and one of the churches. I can tear down this steam hub and this steam hub. And we can take down... We already took down the field kitchens, didn't we? Yes. Let's start with this and see what it looks like. This is apparently too cold because we took down the steam hub. All right. Well, the solution then is to tear it down too and get the steel back. There's 50 more steel. We're up to 112 now. Gotta get to 150. It's 131. Capped out over here. You can tear down the field kitchen, but that's what's keeping people warm right now. We're tearing down this. This is going to be worth how much? Was it 8? 8 plus 15? That's enough. Let's finish tearing these down as is, because that will be enough. We get rid of the steam hub. I'll rebuild everything. Okay, you are going to go out to the hot springs. Or do I want to go to the empty snow hut? No, let's go to the hot springs and actually establish some communications and see what happens. Okay, so that's happened. That's 150. Oh my god. Build bridge! Dear God. That's top priority now. Build bridge before temperature drops any further. We're actually doing okay-ish on food. Shockingly. What's the cost of doing mechanical computers? We need a lot of steel. Oh my god, we need so much of everything. Steam sawmill does mean nothing. Hunter's gear would have been good, but we can't use it. Nope, nope, nope. Nothing we can do there. All right. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're great on healthcare right now. Turns out a little bit of extra temperature solved all of our problems. Heat some homes, huh? I can't address this, I'm afraid. I want to, but I can't, because it's hard for me to control at this point. I mean, I've already got temperature up. Shy of doing some overdrive, I can't do that for 2 days. So if you're not happy now, you're not gonna be. I guess is what it's gonna come down to. The temperature's not looking any better for a bit. Alright, we're about to arrive somewhere else. The abandoned wreck, I think. We have arrived. There's some coal, steel, and wood. Thank God we're finding things. Okay, 74 steel! Oh my god. Frozen excavation. Nothing out here. Steam lorry. A heavy steam lorry. That sounds like steam cores. We're going there next. 100% we're going there next. Oh my god. We can get hot houses. Or something. I don't know. Automatons? Man, if I had automatons for a constant source of steel now, wouldn't that be amazing? Alright, bridge is up. Next. We can't build the steam steelworks, but I can build a regular steelworks. We'll upgrade it later. First things first, get that going. Roads. We like roads. Roads are generally great. Go here. Go here. Go here. Oh my god. Build, 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 build. I will happily do emergency shifts over there if I need to. Anything to get me more steel. Dear God. We're finally going to get somewhere. Also, I need a public house where people are going to start rioting. That is a thing, isn't it? Alright, build up, build up. Come on, go, 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 go. Go, go, go. We're going to turn on extended hours here. 100% we're doing extended hours. Temperature dropped again. Fine. Assign workers. Temperature's too low. We can't work here. Well, I need steel in order to build a steam hub. So, just start producing some, and we'll be fine. A relic of the past? We found a relic. What does that do? Ghost on the horizon. Captain, a beacon lookouts have reported an extraordinary sighting. A Victoria-class dreadnought wreck has been spotted on the horizon. These advanced vehicles were used for the most important tasks. The news fills our people with nostalgia. We might find some heirlooms from our past in this hulk, says one of the scouts. A worker adds, we should gather them so that our children remember who we were once and who we might yet become. A wreck has been marked. We should hurry to reach it before the next blizzard. It is not far away. We can easily get to that once I have reached either the hot springs or the steam lorry. That's gonna be okay. Alright, with this temperature drop here, that's unfortunate. We have to turn these on, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and make sure that the heat is on for our infirmaries and stuff. It's still not enough. That's a problem. We can't work over here anymore until we get a steam hub. So we're going to go ahead and turn these off so people don't get sick. Good news is we're fine on wood. That's not the issue. People are definitely getting sick. There's some frostbite and stuff. Yep. We need steam hubs over here. Let's go ahead and turn that temperature up, shall we? That's not enough over here. We have to have steam hubs. It's going to get so stinking cold soon. And a lot of people have already gotten sick over here. It figures 100%. How much does it cost to build a steam hub? 20. Oh my god. Let's assign as many full health engineers and workers as we can. Get that efficiency up. Anything. Laws? Faithkeepers. That would break up protests. Nighttime procession reduces discontent. Could be nice. Discontent rises, but I don't mind. We'd have to build a Faithkeepers thing, and that costs a lot of steel. I can't do any of these, to be honest. They all cost too much, so none of those are options. We could get the organic fertilizer. Hope falls and discontent rises, but this gives me an opportunity to spend bodies in order to try and get some more plant growth. We're going to get this at some point. The question is, do we do it now? Yes, we do it now, before the temperature drops any further. We don't even have enough dead bodies yet, but we will! Maybe. I don't know. It's possible that it'll happen. Counting the bodies. Yep, bodies are resources now. Hope you like it. Emergency shifts. Sorry. I'll happily spend the rations. We can hold on for a couple of days. That's fine. I'll just raise the temperature using the overdrive. How's that sound? This should reduce discontent a bit. Okay. We need to get a steam hub so people can work here without getting sick. So we'll place one there. Let's go ahead and do that ASAP. Public house was not built. Sorry. Not much I can do about it. I wanted to, but I can't. The temperature's going to drop again. That's obviously a huge issue. Can raise hope, but that doesn't do me much good. We can't do prayers because we don't have food rations. People are eating all of our food. They're all extremely hungry. And we found steam cores and steel. Okay. Well, 2 steam cores is huge. Let's go to the buried dreadnought next, and we have to end this video here because I'm over my time. We're definitely not out of the woods by any stretch. The temperature dropping is going to be a huge issue, and if I don't get steam hubs up and running pretty soon, people are going to start dying off and getting really sick. But at least we have a glimmer of hope that we didn't have before. And I think that's going to be worth something. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. So then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time.